Hi, Aries. This is Eileen with your August 2018 Psychic Tarot card reading. And we're starting the month of August with the Eight of Cups card. And the cups typically having to do with the water signs of Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and emotions, feelings, love, romance. And the Eight of Cups is talking about being ready to move on. Like maybe you feeling, some of you might be feeling like you've outgrown a situation, that its expiration date has come, maybe on a particular relationship. For some of you, this might be a job. It might be a job that you've worked at, and at one time it was good, and you just feel like you've outgrown it and you're ready to move on. But for others of you, Aries, you might be moving on from certain relationships in your lives. It might be a romantic relationship, but it could also relate to maybe a friendship situation that just fizzled out for one reason or another. But it is talking about some Aries in the month of August looking on the horizon and ready to move forward in a new direction. And what I'm not getting like a lot of heartache around this card. It feels, it's like the card Eight of Cups does relate to disillusionment, just getting to a point where you feel like, hey, this is not what I thought it was. But I'm not getting heartache for the most part. I'm getting whatever heartache there was over this situation. You already went through that pretty much, and you're moving on now. So I think for a number of you, and I am tuning in on a psychic level as well as reading the meanings of the cards. And I'm feeling that for a number of you Aries, that it's something you're already over it. It's like you may have gone through some heartache or some stress or upset or aggravation, or maybe even been a little stunned by something that happened, maybe with someone in a relationship situation. Maybe someone spoke to you in a way that you totally didn't expect it. It could have been a friend, it could have been a relative or some other personal relationship, it could have been somebody at work, and you just didn't expect it. You didn't expect that from that person. And then you end up, because maybe you had been very close before, and then, but whatever upset, I feel like for those of you, for the most part, that go through this in August, because this is a general reading, this is everything, every card won't apply to every person. Some things may resonate with some people, while other things may resonate with someone else. When I do a private reading, that's when I'm focusing in only on that person's circumstances. So for those of you Aries who have this situation going on in August, it's like whatever upset, I feel like it already happened, and you're feeling confident and comfortable and independent and ready to move on. Excuse me. So I feel like for some of you, it's a work-related issue where you feel you've outgrown your present place of employment and you're ready to move on. You're looking out on the horizon. For others, it's relationships. For some of you, it might be where you've been living, that maybe you became disenchanted in the environment that you were living, maybe around with other people around you, neighbors, or if some people have roommates or some other situation like that. It might be a matter of just feeling like, okay, maybe that was good at one time. I'm over it now. It turned sour, or whatever it was, you disconnected because you felt, it didn't suit you like it did maybe in the beginning. Okay, and then the next card we have is the Ace of Cups. And again, cups relating to feelings and emotion and love, romance. And the Ace of Cups is talking about romance for some of you Aries in August. And I'm getting really strong energy for some of you. I'm not saying everyone, for certain Aries who watch the video. I'm feeling that there's someone that's going to be really serious about you. that has a serious interest in you. And it might be someone you barely know right now that you're just getting acquainted with, but they're familiar with you. So that means it could be someone in your workplace who's been observing you quietly. It could be someone else from maybe near where you live, or maybe through friends and relatives that you're acquainted with this person but don't know them real well. I'm getting different scenarios for different people. But some of you, and I feel it's one of those meant to be kind of things. It feels so strong. It feels like it's a previous life connection from a previous lifetime, that you're going to be crossing paths, some of you Aries, with someone from a previous lifetime. And this could develop into a long-term, strong love relationship. Okay, so again, that's for those certain people. This is not going to be every single person who watches the video. But for some of you, it's like the time has come for you to cross paths with someone that's the right person for you. That really, I mean, the thing is, I'm feeling this person's going to notice you before you notice them very much. You might be aware of them, but you're not going to feel the strong. They're going to feel very drawn to you, kind of like you're a magnet pulling them closer. And this person, I feel for those of you who have this situation in August, the person is very, I mean, very just one-track mind. They're not interested in juggling romantic partners or any other such thing. They want a one-on-one strong bond, and they just hone in on you. They're not pushy about it. I feel like they're being observant when they're around you, but they know they feel something there. They feel a very strong pull to you. I feel they're very attracted to you, whichever Aries this is applying to, because I'm getting different scenarios for different people. I'm thinking this might be more than just one Aries. This might be a few or several of you who see this video. But you're supposed to cross paths with this person. And I do feel that once you realize this person is interested, you might even be kind of flattered by it and curious and everything. But they're kind of low-key. I mean, they're not shy, but this is not a pushy person. They're not going to be pushing themselves on you. They're kind of quietly, very strongly directed, but quiet about it. So it's like they would take their time getting to know you because they wouldn't want to make you uncomfortable. That's what I'm feeling like. They wouldn't want to make you feel like they were trying to push themselves on you. But they would be feeling a strong connection to you and want to allow you the time to get to know them to see if you feel the same way. But I feel like for those of you, some of you, this is meant to hear. Okay, I just don't know how many people this applies to. Okay, next card we have is the Hermit. And the Hermit card is a major arcana destiny card. And with the Hermit card, this one is talking about a need for introspection in the month of August, a need to go within and contemplate your life, contemplate the questions you have about your life, where you stand now, where should you go to proceed. That's what I'm tuning into. For some people, it's almost like you're at a place where you need to make a decision about how you want to go forward from here. And some of you might even, I don't know, maybe I'm just tuning into one person. I'm not sure. I'm tuning into one or more of you Aries who are feeling almost like you came to the end of the road or something and you're not sure where to go from here. So some of you might be getting ready to move, or maybe your relationship ended and you haven't really regrouped yet and decided to move on, or what you're going to do from here. Some of you, it might be a job that came to an end and you're just kind of contemplating what you should do next. You know what I'm feeling, and this might just be one person. Somebody's in a relationship. The relationship's still there, but you're feeling a real sense of emptiness in this relationship with your partner. It's almost like they kind of, you feel like they kind of are living their own life, and it's become clear to you, and almost like you know you need to make decisions for yourself. But I'm getting different scenarios for different people. But overall, the Hermit card tells us that you have everything within yourself. You just need to look inward, listen to your feelings, listen to your intuition before moving forward. Be guided by your intuition as far as which path to take, which direction to move forward. Don't feel like you have to hurry and make a fast decision, because the answers are within you. Okay, and that's another major arcana destiny card. So certain Aries will be in that situation in August that you need to just go within. And the next card we have is the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords, this is talking about changes coming about kind of quickly, and changes for the better. So for those of you Aries that perhaps things had gotten a little bogged down in your life, whether this has to do with work or relationships or just trying to make some decisions, kind of like the Hermit card, I'm kind of getting that feeling for some of you that you're not sure where to go from here, or maybe you're waiting on something and you feel like, well, maybe what I was waiting on is not coming through, or something like that. The Knight of Swords is telling us that for a number of you, all of a sudden there's some kind of fast movement, and it can be chaotic. So if some of you have been waiting to find a place to move to, all of a sudden that place just might come available where you got to make a decision and get moving quickly before somebody else takes it. Or it might be a job. For some of you, you might be changing jobs. Others might be getting some kind of promotion that involves relocating. But some of you might be applying for a job out of town. That's what I'm getting, maybe out of state or something. And you're not hearing anything for a while, or not hearing a lot. Then all of a sudden you get the go-ahead that they want you for the job, and you have to all of a sudden get ready to move and relocate and do all that sort of thing. Some of you might have been in the process of applying for something like a mortgage to buy a house, or that something of that nature, and things just seem to be kind of quiet for a while where you weren't sure if you were going to get it or not, and then all of a sudden you find out you've been approved, and you got to hurry up and get busy getting ready to move or something. Could be, I'm getting different scenarios for different people, but it's changes for the better. That's the good news. So for those of you who have felt some things have been stagnant, or you've been waiting on things, or not sure how to proceed, it's almost like the universe is giving you a push. Like, here, you're going this direction, and all of a sudden you've got forward movement going on, which, like I said, it could be kind of stressful and chaotic for some of you. Especially if you have to pick up, if you've been waiting on a job and all of a sudden you got to relocate. That can be very stressful, having to move all of a sudden. Moving stressful enough by itself. Okay, and the next card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's saying that for a lot of Aries things, which this was talking about movement, swift movement and changes for the better, and the Wheel of Fortune backs that up. Another destiny card for you. Things changing for the better. So for those Aries who have been feeling like something got stuck, or you weren't doing as well as you would like, or things have been going a little too slowly, it's like the wheel is starting to turn and turn in your favor. And so, and then, what did I want to say? For those Aries who, because I get this a lot of times when I see the Wheel of Fortune card. I'm seeing good things for a lot of people, and they're smiling about it and happy about it, and they're on that wheel moving with it, moving towards the better times and the sun shining on them. And I always get this sense that there's always going to be a few people who are in such a rut that they don't believe it's going to change for the better. It's almost like, oh yeah, that's for them. They're the lucky ones. I'm stuck here, nothing's been changing for me at all. And I would advise anyone who has that tendency to feel that way, and maybe that has been what's happening. It's like what you believe, you bring about. So if you believe you can be prosperous and happy and things can change for the better in your life, then you're opening the doors already for that to happen, because that's what you believe. You expect it. And if you don't believe it and you have a negative viewpoint because of the bad things that have happened or things not working out well, and you keep reinforcing that negative belief. I don't like to think many Aries think that way. I'm an Aries, and Aries typically like to be optimistic. Nobody wants to stay down. But Aries, I think especially, we have a built-in mechanism inside of us that wants to be happy, that wants to be optimistic. Always be the optimist, even when life gets you down. You might get upset and unhappy for a day or so or whatever it is. Then you get back up and you keep going and decide, hey, tomorrow's another day. I'll do better. Things will turn better. And so, but I realize even some Aries may get bogged down and not believe it. So for those of you in that mode, I recommend that you really pay attention to the laws of attraction and align yourself with the beliefs and give yourself good stories about your life, that you are prosperous, you are successful, you're happy, you have a lot of love, you have a lot to be grateful for in your life every day. And we all do. We all have something we can be grateful for every day. And so, and then that wheel can turn in your favor instead of you just observing all the other lucky ones that are on that wheel going forward. But overall, I get a lot of good energy here, where a lot of Aries are going to be feeling, okay, good, good. I needed things to get moving along, and almost like you kind of knew they were anyway. You just didn't know how long it might take, or that sort of thing. Overall, I'm getting a very positive message. I'm just feeling there may be a few stragglers there who don't want to believe, but you got to believe in things turning better and having faith that you're going to land on your feet. You're going to make the progress you want. You're going to get your life the way you want to, no matter how long it takes. You never give up. You know, you got your whole life. So you got to always believe that you can turn things the way you want them and keep chipping away at that little by little. Okay. Next card we have is the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is talking about being a little overly cautious with your money. So it's saying that maybe a number of Aries in the month of August have been working hard. You're accumulating a little extra money, and you're feeling like you need to hold on to every dollar and be very cautious. I mean, to me, this does not really sound like an Aries, since, like I said, I'm an Aries and I don't really identify with getting that worried. You know, I just always have this sense, and again, it does tie in with the law of attraction, the flow, the give and take, you know, that the more you believe in yourself and in the universe, the more you don't have to be fearful about spending a little money here and there. So it's good to always be wise and save some money and be cautious and plan and all that. But at the same time, this card, the Four of Pentacles, is referred to as kind of a miserly person here, the Four. And then, too, what I'm getting as well is some of you Aries might actually be involved with this person. It may not be you. And the Pentacles card refer to the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So some of you might actually be involved, maybe married, engaged, or just going steady with someone or whatever, who's one of those signs. Or they might have a lot of that in their chart, the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And so they can be overly cautious sometime with money. And I would just say, because that's what I am getting, I feel like at least one of you, this is your partner. Either you're married or you're engaged to this person. And so whoever you are, when you see the video, you'll know this is you. But I feel like you see this in this person, and even though it's not your style and your way and you don't quite understand it, it's kind of like you allow them to be who they are. It's like, oh, okay, well, maybe, you know, they know more than I do, you know, about being extra cautious or whatever, or worried about the future and all that. And I mean, it is good to be wise, but I do get a sense that this person I'm tuning into here is a little too much of a tightwad. And so if you're married to this person, well, you know, you already know. If you're engaged, I would say be cautious. Maybe be upfront about this, that you're not going to live your life that way, because I don't see Aries being comfortable being on some tight budget. I just don't see it. I mean, unless you've just got all kind of other things in your chart that conflict with the Aries temperament. But a typical Aries is not going to put up with somebody putting them on a tight budget. So anyway, I am getting that for somebody. Maybe this is more than one person, that this is your partner right now. So, and I feel like whoever you are, this could be a few people. I feel like you already know about, you see those traits in the person already. Okay, next card we have is the Six of Pentacles. Now this is a much nicer one. This is talking about what I'm talking about with the law of attraction, the give and take. You're receiving and you're giving. You're letting the flow of money circulate. And prosperity is not always money. A lot of times it's other things, like your attention. Maybe you're giving advice to people, or giving your time to your loved ones or friends or whatever. But it's talking about your receiving. A lot of you Aries in the month of August are going to feel good that you've been working hard and doing a good job at your work. I feel like you're very pleased with the work you do. You're proud of the work you do. You do good quality work, and other people recognize that in you and appreciate that about you also. And so you've been making money, and a number of you might feel comfortable enough that you can spend a little extra money and not worry about it. Like, you have enough flow coming in that you can comfortably share a little of what you have. So some of you might feel like you're fine with sharing a little, whether you're donating some money or taking care of family members in one way or another, sharing with someone. But you're receiving, and some of you might even receive a gift of some sort. This can refer to receiving gifts, or maybe some other money that comes to you. It could be some of you were waiting on a chunk of money to arrive, and it finally arrives. You finally get that money you were waiting on. So it's a real nice card of abundance and prosperity, and basically enjoying your life. It's talking about feeling successful, feeling prosperous, and just knowing and having a sense of confidence that things will continue this way. And that is totally being in alignment with the laws of attraction. So so it's a good card for a lot of Aries. And for those of you, again, who don't find yourself in these circumstances in the month of August, I do recommend that you pay attention to the laws of attraction and get into that feeling about your life to help the universe to open those doors and make that happen for you. So that will be your day-to-day life, your way of living, because it's talking about for a number of you. That's what I'm feeling. I feel it's for a number of Aries who see the video. And then now for some of you, I feel like this person, this Six of Pentacles person, who could be, again, an earth sign of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or maybe have a lot of that in their chart. This could be, for some of you, this could be someone in your life in the way of a romantic partner. And I just get a good feeling about this card, whether it's relating to you and your life in the month of August, or a potential partner or someone who's already in your life in the way of a love interest. I get overall really good energy here. So for some of you, this might be who you're with at the time. Others of you, you might meet someone of this character, and just a really good quality person to be involved with, to have in your life. Okay. Next card we have is the Six of Cups. And I like this card. This is talking about things or people from your past coming back in a way that brings you happiness. So for some of you, it could be someone you were in a relationship with in the past, and maybe you never did feel, like you had closure in some way. Maybe it was someone you were friends with for some of you that it was just a friendship in the past, and this person's back in town, or somehow you're around them again, and you're feeling more than just friendship. You're feeling more romantic interest in them now. For others of you, this card could just pertain to getting together with old friends or relatives that you haven't seen in a long time, too. I'm getting a certain amount of romance from this card, though. I do feel like some of you, maybe I'm just tuning into one person, I'm not sure, that you're going to be around someone that you've known, even if you were just acquaintances. I'm not even sure if you'd known them really well. And I'm feeling it could be someone, it could be you know this person because of their family. Maybe your families knew each other and the two of you were friends or something. And maybe you hadn't seen that person in a while, and then all of a sudden they're around you again, and you're really having romantic interest in them. And I feel like this could, once they realize you're looking at them that way, because I feel like at first they may not even, they're used to you and them just being friends. At whatever point they realize you're looking at them with romantic interest, I feel like they could definitely get into that mode also. It's just they're used to the two of you just being friends or acquaintances or something. Now, also, this card relates to types of work some of you did in the past that worked out real well for you, and the money was good, and you really enjoyed what you were doing. And for one reason or another, it ended. It could be revived again, where you could be doing that type of work again and doing well and enjoying yourself. Or it could be for some of you a company you worked for in the past that you really would like to get back and go back to work for them again. You might have that opportunity. I feel people who are self-employed. For some of you who are self-employed and things maybe were really good in your business a while ago, and then for some reason or another, maybe everything got put on hold or business dropped off, whatever, you revive it and it starts doing really well again, and you're just really pleased. And it feels long lasting, whether it's the romantic issue for some of you or the business, making money, whatever. It feels like it's more long lasting. It's got longevity this time. I get a lot of good energy here. And that little kitty cat there is always looking at me. I don't know. I feel like that kitty wants to read my mind or thinks I can read his or her mind or something. You see the kitty? I don't know if anybody sees what I see in that kitty. Every time I see that kitty, it's the same, that look that he or she gives to me. It's just very intense. Okay, next card we have is the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups, now this is another cups having relating to emotions, love, romance, the water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But Seven of Cups is talking about some of you Aries might have a lot of choices, possibly in love. You might be acquainted with several different people that you are considering and wondering, is one of those is one of these people right for you for long term? And just being a little dreamy. It does refer sometimes to just kind of being in a state of dreaminess and not being as realistic as you should be and that sort of thing. Let me see what else I'm getting here. But it is talking about choices and needing to make a choice, needing to be objective. The advice is typically to just be as realistic as possible, maybe to step outside of the situation, look at it objectively. It's just a dreamy state of mind, almost like some Aries may not be looking at things as realistically as they should. And this could very well have to do with relationship matters, whether or not it's a relationship with one or several different people, and making a decision that some Aries may not be looking at the circumstances. And for some of you, it might not even be about a relationship. It might be about whether or not you should move and go live somewhere else, or change jobs, or do something about some other situation that's going on in your lives. It really is talking about needing to be as realistic as possible. I see a rainbow. Look at the rainbow. Do you see the rainbow on the left side there? There's a rainbow in that cup. I like that. So I hadn't even noticed the rainbow until now. So I'm getting a lot of good energy from that rainbow. Oh, I hear Rocco, our Siberian Husky, in the other room crying now. Um, I'm trying to tune in here and see what I'm getting about the rainbow. And that's over that one cup. I don't know. I get something really good that makes you smile. Somebody's going to be happy about something, and it feels like it just brings you a lot of smiles and happiness, and that you're really beaming about something. And puppy, please. Oh, Rocco. That someone's going to be, this might be one or more people, a few of you Aries, I'm not sure, that's going to have something, and this might be relating to a relationship where that it will, the choice, if it's a matter of wondering about, whether or not anyone that you know is right for you, or if you're going to be meeting the right person, a few of you might just have that right person around you, whether or not you even know it, and all of a sudden there's going to be something that just happens where they say something to you or express their feelings to you or something, but it's going to please you a lot. I mean, it could be related to some other things for other people, but I'm getting something about romance and relationships where somebody expresses a lot of positive emotion towards you, and it just really makes you happy. Okay, last card we have is the Two of Swords. And so it looks like for some Aries, you're not going to know what choice to make. You might be torn between relationships with two different people for some of you. Others, this might have to do with a work situation where you're trying to decide if you want to stay at your existing place where you work or start a new job at another company. Let me see what I'm getting here, though. I don't know. I think I'm getting relationship matters here more than anything, to tell the truth. I think some of you are going to have some kind of different scenarios going on with relationship matters. You know what I'm getting for someone? This might just be one person. Something about two people around you that are going to be arguing about something, and it's stressful for you, but you don't want to choose, you don't want to take sides with either of them. This might be two close friends, two relatives, that you don't want to choose sides. You feel like if you choose one person's side, the other's not going to be happy with you, and vice versa. So for someone, this is just a dilemma that you feel you're in the middle of. And then for others, I feel like it does have to do with more of a romantic relationship situation where you are undecided about which person could possibly be right for you. And the truth is, maybe neither are really totally right for you. I don't know. I'm getting some of you, there's two people in your life, and you do have more of a natural connection with one than the other. You're seeing more negative traits in the second one than the first one. So you have a nice smooth connection with one of them, and you have really a good image and good feelings about one. And there's another one that's got a little more of a disagreeable temperament. And you see that might be some ex or something trying to interfere with your life too, or trying to come back into your life. I'm not sure. Or maybe they're just, you started seeing them and then you realize this person is definitely not right for me, but they're hanging around and being a pest. Anyway, okay, that again, this is a general reading, so every Aries is not going to be having the same situation. Some cards may resonate with some people and others with other people. If I was doing a private reading, I'd be honing in just on that person's circumstances. But these cards I've been using, this is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And what I want to do now is pull one card from the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen and Radleigh Valentine. Okay, and if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. If you have subscribed, I thank you for your subscriptions, and feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. Be sure and check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, so I need one card for Aries for August 2018. What's the message for Aries for August 2018? Aries, what's the message for Aries for August 2018? Aries, August 2018. I'll give it one more shuffle, then I'll fan the cards out and pick one card. What's the message for Aries for August 2018? Okay, I'm fanning these out. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay. This is number 15. It says ego. The illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. Well, that sounds like Two of Swords. And also, I would even tie in the Four of Pentacles a little bit. The illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. Yeah, ego. Okay, all right. So for those Aries who are working themselves up into some kind of worrisome situation, the advice is don't do that. Just have faith, have a positive attitude, be grateful for all that you have, keep planning to have more, your life the way you want it, where you can be happy. Okay, now I'm going to pull one card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. Okay, what's the message for Aries for August 2018? Aries, what's the message for Aries for August 2018? What's the message for Aries for August 2018? Okay, I'm going to give it one more shuffle and then fan these out. Aries, what's the message for Aries for August 2018? Okay, let me fan these out. Okay. Make sure it doesn't stick together. Okay. This is number 48, Hope and Happiness. I don't know if you can see that very well. Got a lot of details in these cards. So much beautiful artwork. Yeah, my camera doesn't really capture the images as beautifully as I would like it to. But I'm going to look this up in the booklet. So this is number 48, Hope and Happiness. I like the name. Okay, let's see. Number 48. Let me find that one. 41. It's 48. Okay, let's see. Hope and happiness. You have reached a time filled with healing energy, new progress, and satisfaction. You are at a point for festivity. The energy in this phase is supportive and promotes a feel of winning. Let worries or challenges from the past fade away as you focus on the joy that is surrounding you. Feel encouraged and excited about the potential of all of the wonderful promises that are being kept. Celebrate and enjoy your life. I love that message. That's perfect. That's a great message. Okay, last but not least, I'm pulling one card from Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, what's the message for Aries for August 2018? Aries, what's the message for Aries for August 2018? Aries, What's the message for Aries for August 2018? Okay. All right. One more shuffle, and then I'll fan them out. What's the message for Aries for August 2018? Okay, let me fan these out. Okay. It's this one here. Okay. This is Angel Isabella. It says, yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. I love that. Okay, Angel Isabella, that's a great message. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. Great reading. I like it since I'm Aries. Okay. All right, Aries. Well, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Check for your rising and moon signs, and feel free to leave any comments. I welcome your comments. If anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. And have a wonderful August, Aries, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you for watching my video.